What's up, everybody? Max from Zema Automotive. We are here rocking out some FAQs, that's frequently asked questions. And one thing you guys frequently ask is, why at Zema Automotive do you not use conventional oil and you only use synthetic oil? And what's the difference? Okay, Max, what's up with that? So here's the best way I can describe it. With conventional oil, there are no standards, so there's no federal regulations. So that means Bob down the street can come up with his own oil and label it Bob's Oil, and then we got Mobil 1 Oil, and then we've got all these different brands, but there's no consistency. So the amount of additives, the amount of protection, there's no standard. Now, as you get into a synthetic oil, which is a factory made up blend, it's not pulled out of the earth per se. It is federally regulated, so it has to meet certain standards along the way. It's a much superior oil. It gives a much greater protection. It bonds to the engine parts much better, which is extremely important in today's engines because we are using oil, and more specifically oil pressure, to do so many things inside that engine. And that could be changing the timing to move you from, let's say, like a fuel economy mode. You're driving on the highway, you don't need much pep, so your car kind of changes the way it runs to give you better fuel mileage. And now all of a sudden you got to pass the car in front of you, so you hop on that gas and you need some performance out of your engine, so it changes the timing again to give you better performance. Well, it does all of that through oil pressure. So if we're using a poor oil, that can definitely affect the performance of the engine. And the more lag and the more slop you say inside those engine parts because of the poor oil pressure, the more wear that's going to happen on them, and then we're going to wear out those engines prematurely. So we always use full synthetic, not a synthetic blend. Synthetic blend by law only has to be 1% synthetic oil. So if you think of the vats that they're making these oils in, say they're probably 10 to 20,000 gallon vats, 1% of that has to be synthetic oil. By the time you get down to a quart, what's really in there? An ounce maybe? So it's really just kind of in my opinion, a gimmick in the industry to make things sound better, charge a little extra for really nothing more specific than conventional oil. So we use a full premium synthetic oil because it protects the car longer. And the other thing you got to think about is with synthetic oil, you can actually go longer between oil changes. So conventional, they say 3,000 miles. With synthetic, we say 5,000 miles. So over the course of a year is really about the same amount of oil changes. And you might be a little bit higher price on the synthetic oil up front, but over the course of a year, it all works out to be the same. So we use synthetic oil for better protection, to protect your investment and help your car just last longer. So hope that helped. Keep those questions coming and we'll keep answering them.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching that video. Don't forget to click and subscribe to this channel to get more information, or click over here and watch our next video.